Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? Have been a week so far. I hope you are well and looking after yourself and those around you. Finally, Tony Kabaka has replied Edo State government. Remember yesterday we published that Edo State government has asked Tony to pay 18 million naira that were used to demolish his hotel. So remember in February, T. Latifa's hotel. Remember in February, earlier this year, February, the government of Edo State demolished Tony Kabaka's hotel, saying it was a hotel that was placed in an illegal land. That land was meant for a primary school, that he has placed it where it shouldn't be. Tony, however, came up with the C of O, saying he had the C of O and that the land was duly his and it was not interfering with any government property. Anyway, the government of Edo State gave him 7 days notice to move his hotel from the land. How ironic is that? As it is, a house on a land cannot be moved. Since Tony could not move the house, within 1 week, Edo State government sent a bulldozer that put the building down, taking it to the very ground. Edo State government has just issued him the bill, giving him the bill for the bulldozer and what have you, other people that were used to clear the ground, to clear it properly so that they can build the primary school that the Edo State government insisted that was due to occupy that land. So we reported yesterday that a bill of 18 million has been slammed on him. Anyway, Tony Kabaka has replied Edo State government saying he's not entitled to pay anybody any money. So guys, let's go to the news so you can get all the details. Comrade Tony Kabaka has reacted to a statement released by the Edo State government through the Minister of Physical Planning and Urban Development, comparing him to pay the sum of 18 million naira as costs for logistics arising from the demolition of his hotel on earlier on this year. Comrade Kabaka, who reacted through his lawyer, said the land in question was never owned by the government. In a phone interview with Tony's lawyer, he said, sometime last year, EDSG issued a demolition order to Mr. Kabaka in respect of his hotel on the grounds that he had built built on government land. This prompted us to immediately go to court to stop this action. Judgment was supposed to be delivered on the 7th of February 2020, but to our greatest dismay, DGSG went ahead to demolish the hotel on the 5th of February 2020. This, he said, greatly inconvenienced my client and the establishment of the hotel that serves as a source of revenue to many employees. Also, he said, because he asked an Edo State High Court to order the Edo State government to rebuild my client's hotel that was demolished 2 days before the final judgment. However, we asked the court to compel the state government to return his hotel to its original state. It was before the first suit he filed to challenge the government, adding that the unfortunate incident had happened. The case was stayed and stopped by the COVID-19 outbreak. Let's see how the Edo State government will enforce the payment of 18 million. What will the court say when the same case is still in court, yet to be concluded? The barrister added. Una don hear the matter, so Kabaka don reply Edo State government saying waiting una see sef. You demolished my hotel, I did not say anything. Kabaka hotel and suite, you demolished the thing. Now you are asking me to come and pay 18 million. Let me see how you will enforce this 18 million payments, you see. So remember last year we reported on it that Kabaka was issued by the government of Edo State to move his hotel from that piece of land. However, Kabaka said the piece of land is not a government property, and as such, he owes nobody, and the land belongs to him. Yeah, the issue continued, and they took the matter to court. But guess what? The court was supposed to sit on the matter and release a final judgment on the 7th of February 2020. But before the 7th, or before the judgment will be passed on by the court, according to the news you've heard, Edo State government has gone ahead and has demolished the hotel. Just recently, yesterday precisely, Edo State government issued Tony the bill saying, well, the money we spent in demolishing your hotel, the government incurred some costs of which you must pay. And the cost for that, for the whole logistics that took, people, they drink pure water, they ate food, mama put serve them food and all that. All that bill now 18 million. Kabaka, you are due to pay it, you see. So, Nigeria and everything a million. So long as na federal government, but if now your own, no, you go minus the money. Anyway, that's just on the lighter mode. So they said the cost of demolishing the hotel was 18 million, and as such, Mr. Kabaka has to pay the money. Mr. Kabaka was one of the aides to Governor, a former governor, Adams Oshomole, who served as Edo State governor for 8 years, 2 tenure. And during his tenure, Kabaka was one of those boys that served with him, called him professionally an aide to the person of Adams Oshomole. Apparently, Kabaka, the hotel has been there, I don't know for how long, but has caught the Edo State government's attention, and the Edo State government has said, Mr. Kabaka, you match line that time where you put the hotel now primary school supposed to get come out your building. How do we do that? So the guy was asked to carry his building out of the place, which of course he can't do. And he charged the Edo State government to court on account of him being accused of putting his hotel in an illegal land. That land was supposed to be a government land. So if he fights government, Nigerians never see anything. No. I'm telling you, previous and now two different things. So one is the past, one is the current. You see, so you don't fight government. When something like this they happen, just they on the winning team. So this guy he can't challenge government. Government now for Edo State now. Baseki, Philip Shaibu. That's the government of Edo State. He challenged them, saying they can't do anything more than them. No, they're not fit. They know we be Edo State. Anyway, my people, like play. Say small water, small gari wey dey inside plate. They show itself. Once you put water, now so it go rise. Put that for river. I know if you stand, it go lost. Now so the matter just be. So Kabaka, before you know, the matter was supposed to be decided by the court on the 7th of February. We reported on that and we kept you informed as the incident was happening daily. However, before Kabaka could say Jack Robinson, on the 5th, the government sent policemen and what have you, bulldozer. So those are part of the cost of the 18 million, yes? So bulldozers and the rest were there to pull down the building, and the building is down. As we speak now, no more T. Latifa Hotel, hotel and suits. Kabaka said, well, the matter is still in court. We have not decided upon it. Those state government has gone to demolish my hotel. In fact, he's still taking them to court to insist that they should reimburse him. They should build back the hotel, and guess what? Yesterday, the Edo State government has issued him the bill of 18 million naira. Say, guy, now the logistics money what we spend be this to get the bulldozer alone at 10 million. People drink pure water at 5 million, and the some when he bid at 3 million. So that's 18 million. That's the estimate of the 18 million. That's just Apple Live Media giving you an estimation by just in a lighter mode, So anyhow, my people, T. Latifa's hotel has been demolished, and the guy is insisting that the government does something to it. But anyway, the government has said you should pay. He has replied the government saying, I don't owe anybody a dime, and let me see how you will enforce the payment, because as it stands, you guys are the one owing me who has demolished my hotel. I did not ask for the hotel to be demolished, so if you have demolished it, it's your responsibility, and you should stay out of my way, because I'm slamming you with a lawsuit. So the matter matter be that, so Edo state government have insisted that he has put the land, the property building in a wrong land, as the land belongs to the federal government and supposed to be used to build a primary school. Anyway, my people, now the matter be this: those states, what are your thoughts on this matter? Kabaka is your son, Baseki is your son. You guys know them; they are home boys. You know the whole issue. You understand what is going on. Please leave a comment and let's know what your thoughts are on this matter. Stay tuned as we keep you up to date. Have a lovely day. God bless and bye for now.